You just make really good hot chocolate and stay in.
Yeah, the cheapest thing to do is get Netflix and stay at home in your pyjamas and drink.
Netflix.
Don't
you
even
just
need
need to find a few good box sets.
I'm trying to think of a nice places we've been though.
The Alexandra Park.
Oh
That's
yeah.
the best place.
Nice little walk
And it's got the best views.
with lots of hills, which is sad.
I mean,
And you can get into the Roman baths for free here if you're a student, which is nice. Which we haven't done yet, but I've been before and they're nice, so. I'm trying to think. The Crescent is nice.
yeah. Although I think everyone has to go to the Crescent at some point. Oh, this is good. Canal is cute. Walk down it.
Don't be afraid to, if you're someone who likes to bake and things like that, don't be afraid to do it just because it's a shared kitchen as well. Because your flatmates will love you.
Oh, yeah.
If you come out with biscuits or cakes, they will love you.
Cook your food in advance and freeze it. That is a good one.
Always have change, because you will need change to catch the bus, and if you don't have change to catch the bus, you won't be able to catch it. So always have change with you. Otherwise you'll have to walk for an hour to get into town.
Don't buy the most expensive cheese. Purely because that's what I bought, quite expensive cheese, and my student loan died quite early.
Make sure that you go to events, particularly in freshers. You know, don't overload yourself, but go to some events that you want to, but also go to some events that you wouldn't normally, try, or you never know who you're going to meet. You could meet your best friend who's going to be a really close mate for 3 years. That's not even on your course, and otherwise you would never have met. Try everything at least once. I think is a really good tip.
I didn't know that there's a coffee place in Main House. Like if you go through that little walkway, like a little random door, there's a little coffee hut right there. Didn't know that. Yeah, see, Grace didn't know that.
When you get your student loan, don't immediately go, I can spend money, because you will need it. I'm a victim of this.
And the donuts with the chocolate sauce.
Oh, Krispy Kreme. And you can download
Yes.
the app
Yes.
to get a free donut if you download the Krispy Kreme app.
And they give you a free one on the birthday.
It's amazing.
Great.
Yeah.
So look after your money, and then do that particularly by kind of taking advantage of all the discounts. Things like freshers fair and stuff like that. The free stuff that you can get there, and the leaflets and things. Really take advantage of that. Don't feel like you're being cheeky, because it's a bit of an advantage for you. Take everything as a student that you can. You can get discounts in loads of places. I'd recommend getting yourself an NUS card. It's something like £12 or something a year, and it really pays for itself. It's got a discount with like Co-op and things, for you to shop there. So there's loads of really good money saving tips you can get. So make sure you, again, look up for that. Look for the information that you need.
The veg market in the centre is so much cheaper than Lidl and the other supermarkets, and it's way better. Yeah, well, the veg market is very good, and it's all fresh and doesn't have any stupid pesticide things on it. So, and you're helping the local community, which is very important to me.
I'd say definitely book things in advance for the campus. Like if you're booking a room, don't wait until like a week before. Book it thoroughly in advance, because otherwise you get a really bad room that's not for your needs, I suppose.
Stay on top of everything.
Yeah, stay on top of everything as well.
The coffee machine serves hot water, so if you bring your own tea bags or your own coffee, you can do it for 30p instead of paying the Starbucks price. Cheapskate student trick.
Before you go out, always pre-drink. Don't just go out. Like, make sure you pre-drink, because that's when you have the most fun.
I just say get involved with as much stuff as you want, and if anything interests you, do it. Like, that would be my main advice. Just do whatever you want to do. If there's a club you want to join, or just go, like, do it. Don't like hold back. That would be my main advice, I suppose.
Don't feel pressured to do things like just like I said, you know, if you're not want to kind of go out, if you don't like doing that kind of thing, then don't do that. Just, you know, if you're like me, you're more excited about clubs and societies, then go to that fair. You know, just do what you want to do, and don't feel pressured by other people.
Speak to people early, because I find that making friendships and just having people you know builds a much better kind of support group. And if you've got people in your lessons, you can do study groups with them and everything like that, and that'll give you much more support over, like, throughout your course and throughout your time in uni, because there will be times where you are like upset or you're missing home or anything like that, and your friends will the people who get you through it.
Be patient with people, with your course, with yourself. Just be patient.
Oh, maybe just, especially for the first term, just don't worry too much about your work. Like, you do need to worry about it, but first year, first term, it is important to just build up your uni life as in other parts of your uni life, choosing your societies, kind of building up how your 3 years are going to go, and who you're going to be living with, who you're going to get in with to decide what you want to get out of uni, because that is what kind of, especially the first term's for, I think.
Just take time to breathe. Don't feel like you have to do everything all at once, or that everything, if you don't do something, it's the end of the world. You've just got to do everything in your own time, and you'll take time to adjust, but that's okay. And that it will go really, really quickly, but that's okay, and don't feel rushed.
Oh, I'd say the key thing is that these next 3 or 4 years, or even if you're doing part-time, even longer, are going to be potentially some of the biggest and scariest and hardest years. And that's not to scare you off, that's just to make you realise how seriously you can take university and how much it can actually benefit you. Because it can also be, as much as those things, it can be some of the best years of your life. I can easily say so far in this year I've definitely had the best, 9 months, probably not, it's probably less, but I've really found myself a lot in university. The people that I've met are just brilliant. The people I've met in university are really brilliant. You meet so many interesting people. The lecturers and stuff from my course particularly, are really great. You really develop yourself within your chosen field, and you broaden your horizons. You've got so many opportunities on a plate for you to just really take and run with.
If you feel like your lecturer's not doing something that you feel like you need help with, don't be afraid to go ask. Don't be afraid to go to either your tutor or to them, or if you still feel like they're not helping, go to someone higher.
Yeah.
Don't feel like you're just going to sink and that you won't get any help at all, because you will. It's not, you although it's independent, you're not completely on your own.
Wow, there's a couple things. Particularly for me, there's a couple of societies that are set up which are really kind of good community areas. There is a mental health society, which is really, really good. I also attend the meditation society, which is really, really good as well. It's good, ties into that mental health stuff, but it's also really good practice, particularly if you're on kind of high stress course, or you're in a course that requires a lot of kind of creative output. It really kind of centers you and brings you back, to yourself. I'm also part of the LGBTQI+ society, and we do lots of kind of little bits of activism work, but it's kind of a social thing. It's for you to meet other people, kind of ask questions. It's for anyone on the spectrum, but also to kind of to really learn new things as well. It's also educational. We kind of learn other things again from each other and from each other's experiences. We also have Pride, which is this week actually, which is really good. It's an event we have every year. Yeah, and beyond the kind of societies and stuff that kind of offer support, we've also got a number of like mental health services at the university. We've got student support services, we've got finance, so there's lots of kind of different levels of support. We have peer mentors that we have for the first years, which are really good. It's someone that you teamed up with, and you can sign up to this. If you think, you know, going into uni might be a quite scary process from you, if you're, you know, moving quite far away, that can be a really good kind of thing to sign up to. You can be introduced to new people. I'd say there's like all down to, you know, the freshers angels and freshers buddies and things. Then even higher up, we've got the course representatives, which I am for my course as well. You've also got student ambassadors on the tour days, and they'll also be helping you around when you move in. All the way up to kind of like, you know, again, like the mental health services, the kind of like the more governing body, and the kind of the students that run the SU as well. It's really important to note the fact that the people in the SU are separate to the people at the university. So if you've really got a course issue or kind of a lecturer or kind of something that's kind of gone awry with your course, something that's not quite working for you, or some questions you want to ask, you know, if you're not quite sure you kind of want to go through the university, it's always something you can bring up with the SU. There's the building on Newton Park campus, or you can get in contact over emails, and they run events separate from the university as well. So yeah, there's a lot of kind of support out there. Also get support from, you know, friends, from people that are there. There'll always be second years and third years there who have been through the experience or similar experiences, and Bath Spa is that kind of environment where everyone wants to help each other out. It's got that kind of environment, so, you know, if you really, you know, if you're not sure when the next bus is, or you're really worried about, you know, getting to town or something, you know, just ask around, and everyone will be happy to help you.
Can we pause? Mitch is just there like crying in the corner. Have you just broken it?